Sözü verək Dmitry Molokonova və öz təqdimatı ilə davam etmişdir. Yes, please.
Thank you for giving the floor. Igor, thank you for interactive presentation. It was very interesting also for your colleagues. I think you always try to find something new to surprise us, so knowing you more and more. So good afternoon, everybody. Good to see you all here. Orhan, thank you for your team and yourself for hospitality. And I also would like to thank the whole Azerbaijan and Baku for your hospitality. You know, I was here first time 8 years ago, and yesterday I was driving in the car from the airport. I said to myself, am I in Baku or in the other city? How did they manage to build so beautiful city within this short period of time? How is this possible? So thank you very much. So I think it's a joint effort of you all. So that now the country and your guests are benefiting from that. I also was very much surprised and enjoyed the walk after our lunch. The only thing what was a little bit strange to me is I smelled the smell of the money, so which is the oil, and it was quite intensive. So I think not only the beauty of your country and the city, but also the nature can be improved. So in order to let's say finalize our row of 3 presentation, my last exercise and presentation will be just 10 minutes for your attention. It's 60 slides, so therefore it's a small exercise as well. So I would like to divide this presentation into different industries where each of you can pick any reference you like to know about more, so which we can discuss later on. And besides that, in order to prove our expertise out of this row of industries and solutions which we produce ourselves and deliver to the market. So let me start my presentation. So let's first start with the oil and gas and heavy industries. This is the project in Libya. So this is the produced water treatment plant. So this is the same plant in Algeria. Oh, that's fast. Another plant in Canada. So you can also see some pictures, local pictures on site. Yeah, it's a little bit. So different references in oil and gas and heavy industry. This one is in Peru. Okay. So this one is in Peru. This is 10 cubic meters, and the system is flotation. Then also Halliburton. This is the for oil platforms. This is 25 units supplied worldwide, and it's up to 15 cubic meters in just one container, cleaning the oily wastewater. This is the PetroChina project, which is 900 cubic meters a day. This is steam-assisted gravity drainage, which we have to clean. Yeah, it's a Malaysian project, Petro Tank Farm Wastewater. So this is tank farms with the oily water, 150 cubic meters an hour. This is, the next one is in Amsterdam, tank terminal, oil tank terminal, and it's 100 cubic meters an hour, and it consists of flocculation and concrete flotation system. Has been commissioned in 2011. United Arab Emirates, Petrotank Farms wastewater, 2017. It's a huge project in Egypt. It's 500 cubic meters a day, and it's refinery wastewater. So I think it will be more interesting to SOCAR people who are present here. So we have also a biomass power plant in Denmark. So we not only treat wastewater out of the natural resources produced out of the gas or petrol, but also out of burning some substrates. So this is the reference in Denmark. This is in Germany, BP Lingen, just a recent project from 2017. There was a first phase, and 2020 there was a second phase. 325 cubic meters an hour. The next one is Finland, refinery wastewater up to 1,000 cubic meters an hour. In the Marefik, the next one is Marefik, sorry. Takes some time. Okay, let's go forward. It's Orlen biorefinery, which has been mentioned by Emil, and it's 4,000 cubic meters an hour, quite a huge amount of wastewater. Yeah, in Romania we have Azamuras, and this is fertilizer, mineral fertilizer wastewater, and it's 22,000 cubic meters a day plant. So the main system here is biological treatment with removal of melamine, which is actually nitrogen, high concentrations of nitrogen. Aigul, this is the project in your area. This is Tengiz Chevroil refinery with a capacity of 1,200 meters an hour. Another petrochemical plant, and we have 4 of these in Russia, which is Sibur Himprom. Lukoil Burgas, Bulgaria. Singapore, it's petrochemical wastewater, 400 cubic meters an hour. So I recently had a grand opening of Sibur in Russia, the plant, in May 2021. So you see some pictures. Orhan, we expect some cooperation in the coming months and years to come together with you. So food and dairy industry, this is actually has been for years a core business for Nyhouse Sour Industries since for more than 100 years. So therefore I also wanted to mention a few projects for you. So Umalat in Russia, this is a nice project, quite low capacity in comparison with the oily wastewater from tank terminals or upstream or downstream wastewater. But this one, it has been completely assembled and produced in Holland, in our production in Holland. So including building and the tanks. So all came completely assembled, tested, wired, everything on platforms and assembled within 6 weeks on site. So it's a fast track project. I think this is in the modern world very important to have such a technology. So Friesland Campina, it's a Netherlands plant, and it's dairy industry, so milk. The project Santiez in Turkey, it's potato processing. Mondelez, so you see a lot of international companies in Czech Republic. It's biscuit production. So you have a lot of sugars in biscuit production, so it's quite hard to treat because it's mostly dissolved organic. Dew Valley is a bacon. Just a second. Yeah, it's Dew Valley was in the previous slide, and there was a bacon processing. And besides of that, we also extract fat, which can be used further as a biodiesel on this plant. So using technology of Nyhouse Sour Industries. So chocolate factory in Dubai. This is the biogas plant of Nestle in Russia, which produces biogas, which allows this plant to be self-sufficient in respect of the heat. So this is the Unilever in Thailand, Unilever in Israel. So Unilever is our key account. Therefore, you see a lot of projects as well as Nestle. It's Mars in United States. So these are meat processing and meat projects. So it also includes chicken, turkey, beef, pork, and etc. So we have different references, and I think the reference in this industry out of the food industry is the most extensive. So I think we have more than, Emil, 500 references worldwide in this industry, or even 7? Almost 800, yeah, thank you. Okay, this is the project in Gobarto in Poland. Animex, the next one, please. Oh, okay. You can see here is already the project in Russia. This is a Roskar, and this plant, this plant is done like 2017, and it was done in cooperation with the company Hachlangi, who also is present here. Here our colleagues. So because here we installed our system, which is called IDOS, and they helped us a little bit with that. So what is going on this plant is that we are online measuring the quality of the wastewater, and based on this analysis we automatically dose required chemicals, so which reduces amount of chemicals on the plant up to 30%. So quite a lot. So Prioskolia, it's poultry production. Al Watani in Saudi. Oil Leader, so this is Ukrainian project, and this is the huge biogas plant, which is the output of this plant is total is 11 megawatt, and on the electricity is 5.5 megawatt. So it's huge. One of the biggest European suppliers of chicken. So this is the Rzeszyca, Poland, 105 tons a day of wastewater, and it's 105 tons of substrate and 1 megawatt. AgroSuper in Chile, pig manure processing. And the next slide is a reference in Beltrum, and the Beltrum is the native town of Emil. So Emil, this is the special slide for yourself. Yeah, it's a big plant, so it processes different types of manures from pork, from chicken, and different substrates. And our company has their R&D laboratory to investigate how different sludges can be processed and reused. Okay, municipal references. So I also heard that municipal references are very important. So I will go a little bit faster. We have different in Canada, Belgium, France, USA, Singapore. This is the concrete flotation pretreatment system. A one-step filter, it's a polishing step in Netherlands. It's a Krasnodar plant with the trees, and on the roots of these trees the bacteria growing to treat the wastewater. I could just mention about that. Okay. And the last one, I think, pulp and paper wastewater. So application for big capacities, and mostly here is used anaerobic treatment where biogas is produced, because this is the most efficient way of treating this wastewater. So this one is in the Netherlands. Segal is a French reference. We do it together with our sister company eConvert. This is the reference in Kuwait. So, last but not least, okay, pharma and health. So some references, of course, in pharma, you see references with much lower capacities, so we can do it in containers. So these are containerized mostly solutions for different countries where we treat medical residues, wastewater. So this is the container in the Netherlands, L'Oreal, Warsaw. Okay, that's it. Thank you for your attention. We were a little bit late with our presentation. Thank you very much.
Teşekkür ederiz Dmitri'ye.